Hey everyone, welcome to this collaboration video between myself, Mike D with Makin Scents, and the main man, Chad, over at A Gentleman's Journey. I want to thank you so much for stopping by and clicking this video. Hopefully you're going to get to enjoy our top 40 frags for North America. Now I'm representing the United States, and the main man, Chad, over there at A Gentleman's Journey is representing good old Canada. So if you can do me a favor, Chad, hit that track. No, Chad, hit a good one. Nope. Let's try this one more time, Chad. All right, that's what we're looking for. So we're going to throw it over to Chad. He's going to start us off with number 40. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Mike. This is DJ Cheddar Cheese coming to you live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, with his American counterpart, Mike from Makin Scents. At number 40, we're coming to you with Zegna Sicilian Mandarin. So you get notes of mandarin, oak moss, bergamot, patchouli, and petitgrain. This is a great scent for the summer and springtime. You could dress it down to dressing it up. Super fresh, super versatile, super happy.
All right, thanks so much. We're going to go to number 39. 39 on the list is going to be this guy right here. It's going to be Tom Ford from the Private Blend line, and we're looking at Tobacco Vanille. To me, it's a beautiful vanilla and tobacco fragrance. Probably my favorite from the Private Blend. Possibly, you might see this a little bit later up in the list. There might be something that comes in front of this one. So once again, at fragrance number 39 on this list is from Tom Ford Private Blend Tobacco Vanille.
At number 38, we're going with a classic. We're going with Hugo Boss Bottle. It came out in 1998, so it's definitely a modern day classic. Notes of rum, plum, cinnamon, apple, and sandalwood are what you're going to get. Perfect for spring and fall.
All right, coming in at number 37 on this list, it's going to be my personal, longtime favorite, we'll call it, of my wife herself, my bride. This one right here, the original Fahrenheit by Christian Dior. This is just a beast and a bomb. This thing projects for hours and hours. It's one of the probably strongest fragrances in my entire collection, but this specific bottle dates back to like 97 or 98. It definitely goes back a while. And that petrol smell, strong, rich, just super masculine fragrance. And to me, one, if you get a chance to get your nose on it, even the newer versions are nice. This one here is definitely stronger and a bit more potent. So for me, number 37, Fahrenheit by Christian Dior.
At number 36, we're going to go with a car brand, something that Chad is known for from the brand of Ferrari, and this is Radiant Bergamot. Nutmeg, ginger, bergamot, and rosemary are some of the notes. This is pretty much a citrus, aromatic, spicy accord, great for spring and summertime.
All right, that brings us back to number 35, coming straight to you from the USA. I have no idea if that's what this is made or not, but it's one I mentioned on my top 10 cheaties for life. This guy right here, Blue Cedar and Cypress by Gremo. This is a really nice, fresh, greenish, blue, I don't know what the heck you want to call it, but literally covers all the different attributes of a very easy to wear frag, a very easy reach, and for $22, $23, you can't beat it. I even had to spray this. So again, that is Blue Cedar and Cypress by Gremo. I get these from Target. There's other vendors out there that might have it available, but to me, this is the one you should check out today. Here, a word from our sponsors.
At number 34, let's go with something a little bit more expensive and something a little bit more luxury because Chad is one cheap son of a bitch. And we're going to go with Creed's original Santal. Sandalwood, cinnamon, lavender, vanilla, juniper berries, and so much more are what you're going to get. This is a unisex fragrance that the men and the ladies can wear quite easily. There's nothing original about this scent as Creed's Swagger Jack Mont Blanc's individual. It's a great all-around versatile fragrance, perfect for fall and wintertime.
Coming in at number 33 on the countdown is going to be this one right here. We're looking at from E.J. Wells House, also known as Happyland Studios. And we're looking at Paisley Sky. To me, super sweet banger. It's got a little bit of, I don't know if it's oud or not in there, but man, it's just a nice mix of love. Paisley Sky. So everyone that I've ever talked to that smelt this one very much enjoys it. It's strong, it's rich. It projects like a beast, lasts a really good amount of time, and for the price tag, I think this goes for around 50 or so, maybe 60, I'm not even sure. The prices, you can get 30 mLs, 50 mLs. Me personally, I always go for the bigger bottle, especially because I will only buy it once I know I liked it. I have a whole trial set, and you can get that from the house too, which is pretty awesome. So again, that's this guy right here, Happyland Studios, Paisley Sky.
Fragrance number 32, we're going with a very high-end designer brand. This brand is pretty much iconic in the fashion world. And we're going with Chanel's Allure Sport. You get aldehyde, C notes, orange, vanilla, tongue bean, and so much more. So even though it has the name sport in it, you could dress it down to something that's quite semi-formal. It's great for spring, summer. I think you can wear it all year round in an office if you work in a temperature-controlled environment, but from the brand of Chanel, we're going with Allure Sport.
All right, this countdown continues. We get to number 31 on the countdown, and it's this one right here from the house of Creed, Creed Viking. To me, super fresh, nice, slightly spicy, just an amazing mix of a fragrance. It's one of those that doesn't get as much hype as frags like, Aventus and so on and so forth. But man, it is a banger. I wear this one a lot. It's actually probably the first flacon I ever owned was Creed Viking. And I mean, I threw it into decants, had it with me traveling around all the time. And now I got this bottle right here. And I still have a decant that I use pretty much at least like once or so, maybe once a week or so. What a great fragrance overall. And that's this guy right here, Creed Viking.
At number 30, I don't have the bottle for the very video, but I do have a bottle lying around somewhere around this messy ass condo. Oh my god, I have to clean out and really declutter this place. At number 30, we're going with a high-end designer company of Dior, and that is Dior Homme Sport 2012. Notes of ginger, citron, iris, green notes, and cedar. You can dress this one down to dressing it up. Even though it has the name Sport, just like the Chanel Allure Homme Sport, this one is quite versatile. Great for spring, summer, and oh so sexy.
And now we broke the top 30. We're going to be hitting number 29 in this countdown. Going to come from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. It's going to be YSL Y EDP. To me, I like all of the fragrances from the Y line, especially EDP. It's probably my favorite right now. Although Y Live is creeping its way in there, and Y Eau Fresh, whew, that is a summer banger. So again, breaking out the top 30, we got number 29, YSL Y EDP.
At number 28, this brand does amazing citruses. Let's go with Atelier's Pacific Lime. Lime, coconut, lemon, mint, and lemon verbena are some notes of this one here. This one here is very much tropical with the coconut. You get lots of lime, and there's also a lot of mint with some lemon verbena. Very bright, uplifting, perfect for spring, summer, and also tropical.
All right, with number 27, we're coming up with another banger from the house of Tom Ford, none other than Lost Cherry. Now, if you like sweet fragrances, if you like rich, deep fragrances overall, this one may be for you. But I will stay straight up by the name of the fragrance itself, Lost Cherry. If you do not like cherry, do not go for this frag. Now, I still think you should give it a shot, give it a try. But for me, this guy right here is a banger. Absolutely. Lost Cherry by Tom Ford.
At number 26, let's go with the French designer house of Guerlain, or Guerlain as the French snobs call it. And we're going with Guerlain Homme Idéal Cologne. Grapefruit, almond, mandarin, vetiver, and musk. So this one here is oh so fresh, oh so creamy, and oh so delicious. Perfect for spring and summertime.
And that leads us to 25. So now we're coming in at 25 on this countdown is this magical blue bottle right here. It's also called Parfums de Marley, Percival. Now, you might have known this and you might not have, but Percival is a very close reminder and or similar fragrance to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. You can also go with fragrances like Mont Blanc, Legend, Intense, and there's a bunch of other ones that are similar to it. But to me, this one right here, Parfums de Marley Percival, is just a very easy reach summer banger. You could use it for any time of the year technically, but it's fresh. It's got a little bit of spice to it. Super nice fragrance, just very easy reach in my opinion. And that guy right there, number 25, Parfums de Marley Percival.
Fragrance number 24, this is an Italian niche company and oh so delicious. This one here is oh so yummy, but also oh so delicious. We're going with Acqua de Parma's Fico di Amalfi. Fig tree, grapefruit, citron, and jasmine are some of the notes of this one here. Now this one is a unisex fragrance, so ladies, you can wear this one quite easily. This is a very authentic and juicy type of fig. This fragrance is perfect for dressing down to dressing it up, casual, but at the same time, it's serious, very formal. Perfect for the daytime, nighttime, not so much, but this one is perfect for spring and summertime.
Coming in at 23 is one of the hottest frags to ever reach Fragcom. And it's one that's been shooting up the charts and then kind of went downhill for a little while and just leveled out somewhere even. We'll look at this guy right here, Dolce & Gabbana, the One EDP. Now, if you haven't tried this fragrance, then you haven't heard about it, which is crazy because it was probably one of the biggest hype pieces in the community for a long time. It has an amazing scent, very easy to wear, simple fragrance to grab. It's a nice for fall, winter. Technically, you could use it in summer if you wanted to. It's good for spring. It's just got a really rich, nice, sweet, borderline, somewhat a little bit of smokiness there, but nothing crazy. But a sweet, fresh frag that is very easy to reach. Mass appealing to it's probably one of the most mass appealing fragrances ever talked about in Fragcom. So if you get a chance to get your nose on it, it's not super expensive either. It is this one right here, Dolce & Gabbana The One, EDP.
At number 22 here, this company is the epitome of luxury and niche, and it has a lot of history to it, as it came out in 1760, I believe it is. But this is DJ Cheddar Cheese, who really does not take things too seriously, nor does he really give two shits. And we're going with Creed's Millesime Imperial. So you get C notes, fruit notes, musk, sea salt, and citruses. This one here is perfect for, I would say, casual, perfect for the summertime, very authentic with that C notes. This is, as I said in previous videos that Chad has done videos on, this is pretty much just like being on open ocean. It's very authentic. You get that sea blast in your face, very authentic, very relaxing.
All right, that brings us to number 21 on this countdown. It's going to come from the house of Initio, and we're looking at Initio Oud For Greatness. To me, this is a very rich, nice, beautiful fragrance. It's not pretty or proper in any way like that. It's rich, smooth, kind of like silky, but ultimately a very clean oud. It's not a dirty, stanky, or skanky oud. Very easy reach for me. It's one that I find, not to say mass appealing, but pretty close to that. It's a really nice fragrance. The presentation on the bottle and everything is gorgeous. You can't go wrong with the design on this thing. It's really nice bottle, nice design, nice heavy glass bottle, and the spray works very well as well. So that's number 21, and that's Oud For Greatness.
Now we've come down to the halfway mark, and at number 20, now this fragrance unfortunately has been discontinued, and it's from the designer company of Gucci. This is going to be Gucci Pour Homme 2 or 2. Black tea, cinnamon, violet leaf, myrrh, and pimento are some of the notes in this one here. This is a very relaxing scent, perfect for spring and summertime. You could dress it down to dressing it up. Unfortunately, this one is discontinued. This is when Gucci had good old Tom Ford in the day and brought Gucci back. Unfortunately, don't understand why they discontinued this, because this one here is definitely a gem.
All right, so now we've broken the top 20. We're going to hit to number 19, and it comes from a house not mentioned yet on my list anyways. We're looking at Bottega de Victorious. And we're looking at this one right here, Heroin. It's an amazingly fresh, sweet, beautiful fragrance. Honestly, just absolutely gorgeous. It's one of those that when you smell it, you're just like, okay, this makes sense. I just need to get my nose in this a little bit longer, a little bit more. And again, that one right there lasts for a long time. I sprayed it inside my jacket the other day, and the next morning, I could still smell it in my jacket when I sprayed it like 24 hours prior. That's pretty amazing. I didn't expect that type of performance, but for what you pay, it's a pretty expensive fragrance. It's well worth it because of the fact you get that type of stuff and this beautiful presentation. So once again, that's from the house of Bottega de Victorious. And we'll look at this guy right here, and that's Heroin.
At number 18, let's go back to the brand of Ferrari. This is going to be Ferrari's Leather Essence. Leather, clove, cinnamon, gaiac wood, vanilla, and so on are some of the notes of this one here. Now this is a very uber masculine scent. Now even though it has the name leather in it, you get more so cloves, spices, and I would say more like suede than anything. And with the bottle itself, definitely has that leather band. Very sexy. It's a strapping masculine scent, perfect for going out and dressing down. Very mature and very sexy.
And now we come to frag number 17 on this list. This list is moving along fast and heavy, and hopefully you're enjoying each and every step along the way. Number 17 is the designer fragrance, actually from a clothing company. It's this guy right here, Abercrombie & Fitch Woods. Now, if you've put this to your nose before, or you grew up in the 90s, heading into the early 2000s, you would know what this fragrance is, because you would always smell it if you went to the Abercrombie & Fitch stores, or even sometimes if you were walking by the store itself. To me, it's a very nice woodsy frag, hence the title Woods, but it's got this amazing spiciness to it along with the freshness that just always takes me back. So for me, number 17 on this list right here is this guy right here, Abercrombie & Fitch Woods.
Let's go back to the brand of Creed at number 16. We're going with Creed Silver Mountain Water. Green tea, black currant, musk, bergamot, petitgrain are some of the notes of this one here. This is perfect for spring and summer. You could dress this one down to dressing it up. This one here, from what I know from my good friend Chad, is that this was his wedding fragrance and that this was a gift from his beautiful wife Neela. Congratulations to you two. You make a very unusual but beautiful couple. Unusual because Chad is not much to look at, while his wife is, and he's a bit of a douchebag, and she is a very classy woman.
All right, we've come to number 15 on this list. We're looking at a fragrance from the House of Xerjoff, the only one from Xerjoff on this list for me, and it's this guy right here. We got Xerjoff Kobe. For me, this is just a super fresh, kind of like weird fragrance in a sense, and I don't mean weird in a bad way, but a way that it makes my nose tingle, and I like that. There's something in there really bright. I don't even know what it is, but it is an awesome fragrance. If you get a chance to try this, put your nose on it, I don't think you'll be disappointed unless you do not like fragrances that make your nose tingle, because this guy right here, Xerjoff by Kobe, is definitely one to make your nose shine.
At number 14, let's stick with the brand of Creed, and we're going with Creed Asian Green Tea. You get green tea, mandarin, black currant, heliotrope, and citruses. This is going to be from their Allure line, I believe it is. But anyways, this line here is very under the radar. This, for a Creed fragrance, is quite affordable. You can get these online for about $100 to $110 USD. Perfect for spring, summer, unisex, you name it.
All right, we've come to number 13 on this list, and it's going to come from one that's been shooting up the charts all over every country in the world. It's this one right here from the House of Xerjoff Signature Pour Homme. Now, this is just gentleman in a bottle. All right, we've already talked about how cool the guy that runs a company and owns a company is. George is a great pillar in the community, and he is one of the main reasons why this got to where it is today. Actually, if he created it, let's face it, he is the reason it got to where it is today. It's super fresh, classic, just elegance in a bottle. There's no other way to say it. Never mind the fact that the presentation is beautiful, with this really cool colored juice internally, a nice engraved piece. The cap is different. Overall, just the whole entire package is well worth it. So that's why this guy right here is number 13 on this countdown. Take it away, Chad.
And we're coming down to fragrance number 12. Now, this brand, unfortunately, really does not get a lot of mention in the fragrance community unless you watch A Gentleman's Journey. And that's going to be from the brand of Trussardi, and this is going to be Riflesso Blue 5. So you get hazelnut, rum, amberwood, geranium, and yuzu as some of the notes of this one here. So the main players to this one are definitely that hazelnut, rum, and amberwood. Very sexy fragrance that does come across as a little bit mature. If you haven't looked into this one, look into it. Perfect for fall and wintertime.
All right, we've come to number 11 on this list. We're getting so close to the top 10, it isn't even funny. So this one right here comes from a house that I hold near and dear because even though it's a designer house, I am a big fan of a lot of the fragrances in this house from this line and other ones. And it's this guy right here from Prada, Luna Rossa Extreme. Now, the filming of this video, this I believe might actually be discontinued, but you can still get it through the fragrance groups in different places online. This one is super nice. It's fresh, it's rich, it's a little bit dark, but for me, it's a play on the Dior Homme and the Luna Rossa line, the Prada L'Homme line, but it has so much extra to it, it's not even funny. So you take the basic Prada Luna Rossa DNA and you just add a little extra spice, a little extra freshness to it. And it's funny you can put fresh and spice together, but that's what this does in my opinion. It just makes it an overall richer frag that is Prada Luna Rossa Extreme.
We're coming down to the Big 10. At fragrance number 10, we're going with the brand of Azzaro. This is going to be Azzaro's Chrome Acqua. Basil, mint, sea notes, lemon, and apple are some of the notes of this one here. Now, this is a very green, citrus, herbaceous fragrance with that apple, the mint, and definitely the basil. It's very uplifting, crisp, and it's perfect for a shirt like this where you just want to kick back and chill. Perfect for spring and summertime.
And now we're here. We've broken the top 10. We're getting to the top 9 fragrances in the world. Let's go for this. Number 9 is probably one of the most mass appealing fragrances. Talked about by tons of people over time, very easy reach, and there are so many different variations. If you like one of the variations, that's great. It's still all the same type of idea. We're built off the same DNA. And there's this guy right here from the House of Chanel, Bleu de Chanel. For me, I just love this fragrance. Super easy reach. It is what started the blue wave or the blue fragrance wave throughout the community and all the fragcom. So for me, if I just want to grab a fragrance and not think about it ever, this guy is the one. And I almost always get someone saying, oh, that smells nice, that smells good. Whether it's someone that's already complimented it before, a friend of mine, or even my spouse or people in my house, my kids and such. So coming in and rounding off and starting off the top 10 here, once we broke that plane, is number 9, Bleu de Chanel.
At number 8, this brand I don't think has made the countdown at all, but we're going with from the brand of Ferragamo, their luxury line, their Tuscan Soul line. Chad is pretty much the only douchebag reviewer who has pretty much plugged this line, and we're going with Ferragamo's Tuscan Soul La Commedia. Pimento, Acqua, cardamom, vetiver, and so on are some of those. Now this is marketed as a unisex fragrance, but I do find that this definitely dives more so into masculine territory. You get a lot of the vetiver, pimento especially, and you definitely get that cardamom and woods. This is perfect for dressing down to dressing it up, perfect for fall and winter, and this one smells oh so sexy.
All right, jumping his way into number 7 of my collection, which you might think this is crazy, but number 7 of my choices on this list is a very popular fragrance, one of the most popular talked about indoor popular fragrances in the history of Fragcom. It is this guy right here, Creed Aventus. Now, it's very easy to throw this onto a list because people just love this fragrance. Some people just hate it. Some people love to hate it. Whatever way you look at it, it is a very popular fragrance in the community, and it's definitely made its staple over time. So again, to me, coming in at number 7, this guy right here, Creed Aventus.
We're almost coming to the end. We're winding down. At fragrance number 6, we're going with the brand of Acqua de Parma, and this is going to be Arancias de Capri. You got loads of different citruses, caramel, you get cardamom, and musk. Now this is a unisex fragrance. Definitely, ladies, you could pull this one off quite easily. But this one here is definitely an overload of citruses, so if you don't like bright, zesty citruses, then stay away from this one. But what makes this one a little bit different is that caramel note. Definitely adds a different touch to it, making it quite unisex. So ladies, you could definitely wear this one. This is perfect for spring, but more so summertime.
All right, we've come to the top 5 and top 5 frags that I can put on this list, and we're excited to share the remainder of these with you. We're going to start with number 5. This guy right here, and it's none other than Prada L'Homme. Now, this fragrance is probably my most worn fragrance out of my collection. Honestly, it's one of those that I have a 20 ml with me wherever I go, and that's okay because if I'm going to work, if I'm going to play, whatever it is, I feel more than confident that Prada L'Homme will do the job. So again, for me, rolling out at number 5, we got this guy right here, Prada L'Homme.
At number 4, this person worked for Gucci, and when he left, boy, did he make a big name for himself. Made a big, huge splash in the fashion community. And unfortunately with this fragrance one here, this one is discontinued, but you can still get it, but for a pretty penny. We're going with Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver EDT. Vetiver, lemon, basil, orris, and oak moss are some of the notes of this one here. This one here is perfect for spring and summertime. You could dress this one down to dressing it up. You definitely get lots of vetiver, lemon, and a lot of basil. Why did Tom Ford discontinue this one? I have no idea, because this one here is definitely worth it. There is an eau de parfum concentration, but this one here, I prefer.
Coming in at number 3, we're reaching the top here. We are just about to number 1. Is this guy right here. Super popular fragrance among Fragcom and beyond. Is Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540. This is the EDP versus the extrait version, and for me, this is just candy floss in a bottle. And I said candy floss because it's a phrase people use, also known as cotton candy. It's super fresh, sweet, some other crazy accords in there that you can't even imagine or describe unless you get your notes on it yourself. But to me, this gives me a bunch of great memories of my son Lucas and some other times in my life where it's just a nice fragrance to me. It's one that's mass appealing in my opinion, and many people do compliment you on it if they get close enough for you to smell it. And that's one more time. Number 3, Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP.
And folks, I'm coming to the end of my countdown. We're at number 2. We're going with a brand that has not made this countdown whatsoever. It's a brand that douchebag Chad plugs all the time, and it's pretty much the only douchebag out there. It's a very niche, posh company. It's British. Well, anything that comes from Britain, you know is going to be quality, and it's going to be high-end snobbery. And we're going with Atkinson's Oud Save the King. Get suede, oud, cedarwood, orris, and tea to this one here. This one here is certainly unisex, so ladies, you could pull this one off quite easily. Even though it does say king, there's a female version for the queens out there. Is that one unisex? I have absolutely no idea, but this one truly is. This one is definitely a very sexy fragrance. You definitely get a creamy orris root, but I could swear that there's some vanilla to this one here. There is definitely a creamy undertone. You definitely get the suede, a little bit of the oud, but the oud in this one here is more of a woody oud. Definitely not a dirty, skanky, slutty type of oud, even though that this fragrance is kind of slutty. It's sexy slutty, but it's also classy sexy. At number 2, we're going with Atkinson's Oud Save the King.
All right, that's brought us to our number 1 fragrance of the day. That is out of these top 40 fragrances. We're coming with you right now live with number 1. Chad, thanks so much for making this list possible. We've had a great time, at least I have. I hope you have too. And everyone else there watching, we appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Right here, right now, we're coming up with number 1. Creed Green Irish Tweed. This is my lifetime number 1 frag. If I had to get rid of everything else, this would be the one I keep in my collection forever. I feel like you can wear it for any occasion. A night on the town, going to work, going to a special event, or special occasion overall. For me, it is just an amazing fragrance, and the first niche fragrance I ever had in my collection. So, if you get a chance to try it, or if you haven't already, this guy right here, I definitely recommend getting your nose on, because in most cases, people do enjoy this fragrance, even if you're not a big fan of the green fragrances, or even of the House of Creed. This is a pretty easy reach and a pretty simple grab. So again, coming in at number 1 on this list of 40 frags, you're looking at this one right here, from the House of Creed, Green Irish Tweed. Chad, take us out.
Everyone, we've come to the end of the countdown. I just want to say thank you to my counterpart, Mike from the channel Making Sense, for lowering his standards and for lending his service for this most awesome, most deplorable collaboration. So any videos that Chad has done, they will be in the description below. I will see what Mike has done and I'll attach those as well. If you haven't checked out Mike's channel, please do so, as this guy has the voice for radio. And because of that voice, I said, hey, Mike, let's collaborate. I know that his voice is way better than mine because I had to put on this stupid ass accent. But needless to say, hopefully that you enjoyed, you had some fun, and you definitely had some laughter at my expense. So Mike, thank you very much, and this is DJ Cheddar Cheese, sounding off. Thank you for watching.